We always talk about having a plan for when disaster strikes, but what about having a financial plan? I mean, getting to pay your bills and access your important records and accounts to help you get back on your feet faster and avoid problems, especially with your credit. When disaster strikes. Robin Greenlee joins us here from Alliant Bank to tell us how to do some what we call pre-disaster financial planning. And I guess it's really not something I would have thought about before.
And I think that that's really something that all of us are lacking in. We think about storing bottled water and canned goods, but do we really think about the fact that a lot of our normal ability to access our money is not available during disasters? Phone lines are down, electricity is off, so there may be some extra things that we need to do to prepare. And number one is really about saving.
Saving. So you suggest actually starting like an emergency savings account.
That's right.
Not just a rainy day fund, but just something specifically meant for this.
That's right, where we decide what exactly constitutes an emergency. Maybe buying the football tickets that are at a really good deal, probably not the emergency we're talking about.
That depends on who you're talking about.
That's right.
Right.
But to have that money set aside, because as we know, we've seen the devastation from disasters, and they can be very costly to recover from. If we don't have to borrow as much to be able to recover, we can have some savings to defray some of that cost and going into debt.
And certainly, just even thinking back to April 27th, we know it may not be just a day or two like a snow or ice storm. It could be weeks where people can't access their funds. How do you pay for things? So you say step one, get the special savings account. What about step two? What are the things you need to have?
Step two also has to do with saving, but in a different way. Safeguarding your financial documents and your valuables. For many people, that means a safe deposit box. For some people, that may mean having a personal safe somewhere in your home or at a secure location. And it needs to contain a number of items. And Ready.gov has actually helped us to provide some items that can give us a checklist of what we need to include. Things like passports, like car titles, property deeds, wills. There are a lot of items, perhaps family items that are particularly valuable to you and irreplaceable. Put those in a secure location.
And even better, you could almost have copies, keep some at the safe deposit box and some at the house. But I was looking on here, it actually says debit and credit card numbers, which I would think important. Let me turn it that way. Because then you know what to cancel as well if something happens and those are blown away or washed away, whatever the case may be.
That's exactly right. That is really number three, identifying those items that account numbers, credit cards, having those securely tucked away so that you can contact the creditors that you deal with and cancel, replace any of those items so that you don't have to worry about the loss or ID theft that could be associated with something like this.
Protecting your credit there. Also, you say, we're going to skip ahead here, but this is, I saw this, a great checklist, if I can turn it this way. It's a checklist of items in the home. This is something somebody should do anyway for homeowners insurance or renter's insurance,
That is exactly right. Whether it is for a disaster or even a theft in the home, having a really good inventory of the items in your home, all of these things, it can be valuables like electronics or jewelry, but also just things like furnishings and artwork, all cost money to replace.
Okay, quickly, where can somebody find out more about this and how things they can get?
Well, you can come to AlliantBank.com and get some information. Also, Ready.gov is a great place. They have a wonderful package of information, a financial aid kit to help you prepare.
All right, and thank you so much, and hopefully we won't ever have to use it, but it's good to be prepared.
It's good to have it ready.
Well, thank you very much, and we do appreciate it.